Namaskar, hello students. How are you? Today we are going to chapter 6, landforms, plains, plateaus, hills, mountains and deserts. Follow the blackboard. Chapter 6, landforms. Plains, plateaus, hills, mountains, and desert. Okay. In previous class, we have discussed about page 16 and 17. Okay. Yeah, 16 and 17. Today, we will discuss about hill and mountain and desert. Let's follow the page number 17. Hill and mountain. Hills and mountains are higher landforms and above steep slopes. Mountains are higher than hills and have snow on the peaks. Hills and mountains are higher landforms and have steep slopes. Here's a question. Write the difference between mountains and hills. Okay. Mountains are higher than hills and have snow on the peaks. Very high mountains are covered with snow all the year around. Mountains have their various peaks. One can climb the hill, but it's difficult to climb a mountain. For example, Rajmahal Hill, Ayodhya Hill, Shushunia Hill, etc. Are the examples of hills, and the Himalayas, the Alps, the Andes, the Satpura, the etc. are the examples of mountains. Here is more two questions like some examples of hills. Some examples of hills are we can say that Ayodhya, Shushunia, Biharinath, Poreshnath, etc. etc. Okay. Write the names of some mountains. Some mountains are, and we can also say that the examples of mountains are the Himalayas, the Alps, the Satpura, etc. etc. All of these are landforms. Plains, plateaus, hills and mountains. Hills and mountains are higher landforms than plateaus or plains. Hills and mountains are helpful to us. How do they help us? Rain occurs due to the presence of mountains. Both hills and mountains provide us with costly woods. We get costly woods from hills and mountains. Mountains areas are very cold in winter, but in summer weather becomes pleasant. The lowlands between the mountains are called valley. Here is another question. What is called valley or what is valley? The lowlands between the mountains are called valley. A valley is very fertile and abundant crops grow there. Here is a question 2, and write the importance of a valley. write the importance of a valley. We can say that this across the definition of the valley, the lowlands between the mountains are called valley. A valley is very fertile and abundant crops grow there. That's all. Okay. After that, we will discuss about desert. Do you know what is called desert? What is called desert? A desert is a piece of plain land with full of sands and scanty of water. A desert is a piece of plain land and full of sands and scanty of water. Some parts of the earth do not get any rainfall for a long time. দীর্ঘদিন ধরে অনেক দিন ধরে বৃষ্টিপাত হয় না যেসব অঞ্চলে there is scarcity of water in these areas. এইসব জায়গায় জলের জন্য হাহাকার পড়ে যায়, জল খুব কম হয়ে যায়. This is called desert. এই সব অঞ্চলগুলোকে আমরা desert বলতে পারি. A desert is a piece of plain land with full of sands and plenty of water. The sand becomes hot under the sun. The sand becomes hot under the sun. So in daytime it is very hot in desert. But at night sand becomes cold. It is very difficult to any plant and animal to survive in the desert. People often use camels to cross the desert. That is why the camel is called the sheep of the desert. Here is another question. Which animal is called sheep of the desert? The camel is called sheep of the desert. Why? That is why. Here is the answer. People often use camels. People in the desert use camels to cross the desert. So it's called sheep of the desert. In desert, one can find oasis. What is called oasis? Oasis কি? Oasis means মরুদ্যান. অর্থাৎ মরুভূমিতে যারা মরুযাত্রী, মরুভূমিতে যারা ট্রাভেল করে সো তাদের রেস্ট নেওয়ার জন্য একটা কৃত্রিম ব্যবস্থা করা হয়েছে, বাগিচা সৃষ্টি করা হয়েছে। সেখানে জল মাটির অনেক নিচে আর্টিফিশিয়াল কোপের সাহায্যে জলটা তোলা হয়। জল তুলে সেখানে কৃত্রিমভাবে কিছু ফুলের চাষ করা হয়েছে। একটা ওই মরুযাত্রীদেরকে দেখাশোনার জন্য ব্যবস্থা করা হয়েছে আর কি, সেটাকে আমরা ওয়েসিস বলি। So we find oasis in desert. Water is available there. এখানে জল কিন্তু পর্যাপ্ত পাওয়া যায়। Travelers take rest there. Travelers এখানে কি করে? বিশ্রাম নেয়। Sahara is the largest desert of the world. Other important deserts are Gobi, Arabian Desert, Kalahari, etc. In India we have Thar desert. India একটা desert আছে উল্লেখযোগ্য Thar. Okay. So তোমাদের চ্যাপ্টার 6 এই চ্যাপ্টার 6টা এই পর্যন্ত হয়ে যাচ্ছে। এটা তোমরা বাড়িতে করবে। তো হোমওয়ার্ক, এটা হোমওয়ার্ক আছে। হোমওয়ার্ক থাকবে ল্যান্ডমার্কস, plains, places, hills, mountains, and desert. So today is no more. See you again next class. Okay. Thank you very much. Namaskar.